I support Nupur Sharma because I believe that nobody should be punished or apologize for speaking the truth. We might like it, we might dislike it, but she spoke the truth about Muhammad. And one can have a different taste, whether it was sophisticated or not. And everybody is free, every viewer is free to decide it themselves. But listen, freedom is at stake. The Netherlands, my own country, I'm the leader of the biggest opposition party in Holland, but also India, we are both democracies. And democracies means that we have a rule of law, that we have freedom, that we have courts who can decide if we overstepped the mark, and not mobs who threaten to kill somebody, not other countries who try to interfere in the sovereignty of the state of India. You are, unlike them, a democracy. And you can like, once again, or dislike what she says, but she has the right to speak out. And we should not, because once again, we will lose everything. We will lose our freedom of speech. We will lose our dignity. And we have values under which freedom of speech is maybe one of the most important ones. And I don't think, no, that people who are sensible, or countries that are sensible, who have, once again, the worst track record of human rights themselves, should tell us, order us what to do and demand excuses if we speak the truth. That is not how a democracy works. If they disagree with her, they can take her to court in India, and the judge will decide. That is how a democracy works, not by threats to die or anything else.
You speak about democracy. We'll talk about that a little more. But before that, let me ask you about what you yourself have faced. Now, after your statements and your tweets, you yourself have received death threats. Is that correct? What really happened?
Yes. No, I did. In the last few days, since I supported Mrs. Nupur Sharma, I got many death threats from Muslims. Then again, 17 years ago, I got already fatwas for making a movie, fitna, about the Quran from Al-Qaeda, from the Pakistani Taliban. And I left my house 17 years ago and haven't been home since. I lived with my wife in army barracks and prison cells just to be safe. I know what I'm talking about. I know what Mrs. Sharma will probably have to face. She will probably lose her freedom, and her life will never be the same again. So I really, if somebody is happening things that are happening to her today, which is so unjust, I have to stand up and support her, because she did nothing wrong. And I know for 70 years I lost my personal freedom. I can only move